Carr from the gun on third down. Got his man on the right. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Now on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And they'll knock him down.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll give it to him again. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. Knocks him down a couple of yards short of the marker. And how about this free safety showing those tackling skills and forcing a fourth down?
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun to give, looking for room. Running through contact. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Keeps it on first down. Gets down with the slide.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Second and long. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Makes the catch. It's Knight. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. So first down here as they go back to work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Fights off the defender. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Runs through a tackle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Rushes on him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll send the back in motion. On the ground, it's Walton. Makes it past the marker. Maybe some room here. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Flag 14. Flag 14.
They'll move the tight end. Wants to adjust the pattern. The run inside. It's Walton. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile.
Ready? Blue 22. Blue 22. Ready, go!
Carr. He's going to run it. He works his way to the 35-yard line, but that's not enough to move the chains, and now a decision to be made on 4th down. SMU spends his 2nd timeout here. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. They decide against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense trying to convert a 4th and short. This quarterback part of their running game. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that 1st down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick, didn't let him get to the 1st down marker. Turnover on downs.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has...
There's some room. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeps it on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Throwing, Carr. Fires to the wideout. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
One of the things I love about this offense is they love to go for it on fourth down, and we've seen it early in this game already. I think you're going to see it again here. They've got supreme confidence in their offense to be able to go get it done, and you get the feeling this is a big-time play in this game. They're able to convert this one. The momentum is squarely on their side.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Got a man, it's Singleton. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down.
And these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but man, it keeps that DB off balance.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. The play action fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a good example of how pressure on the quarterback can affect his accuracy. There was no way that ball was being completed.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Running inside, it's Williams. There he goes!
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Tight end now in motion. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
Going for it all. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Carr. Working that wide receiver screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Again, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They're in the gun. 3rd down. Here's Carr. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And that'll do it. Here in the 2nd quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. About set to get this 2nd half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Low-scoring 1st half, but now an opportunity to get things... Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Carr throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete to the left. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just feeds the running back. Stopped behind the line, and that's pretty much going to offset the gain on the previous play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Hit as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Quarterback will keep it. Got a little grass. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The stress that a guy who can run that fast puts on a defense, even if it's a pass play, he has them on edge all the time.
Oh, the D coordinator. This guy gives them nightmares every night leading up to this game, because if you don't have people accounting for him and your eyes go to the wrong place or someone's out of position, that dude is gone.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground.
Ready. 5-14.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throwing, Carr. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Back to pass, it's Carr. The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds. New set of downs for this offense.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that? Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have...
He's got it! Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
And you got to imagine at halftime, there were some words being thrown around. Obviously, guys, we can't throw around those words in the booth right here. But coming out in this second half, like no points in the first half and putting a drive together, that's what this offense needed. A lot more energy, a lot more emotion.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Number 35 set to kick this one.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Keep it on the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
On the move. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Turning it on. At the 20. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Williams.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Splits the uprights. It's good. That puts them on top here in the 4th.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Hold and fire complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. He leaves it with his back. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Quarterback keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Looking for more room.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Here's Carr to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And that is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
All right, there's still life in the opponent because this team just had a chance to pad their lead with that field goal try. They knock it off the post. We've still got a good ball game.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one. He's got it along the sideline. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, SMU. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Porter. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give on the counter. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Quarterback making adjustments. He'll run it again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. Carr gets it out fast. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this defense has an opportunity to close this one out, right? Like, it's in the fourth quarter, you got the lead, a few more stops, and it's dub time. So pinning your ears back, rushing the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable is definitely job number one.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. This one's complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs.
Flag 14.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The run inside. It's Williams. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
They'll run it. It's Williams. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Irish punch back. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Forced out of the pocket. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Pocket breaking down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
It's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Throwing, Carr. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes the grab. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
He's out of bounds at the 40. Picks up the 1st down. Good start to this drive.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the...
Throws it deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Here's the pressure. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew